AITA for feeding my nephews vegan food for a week. I, 30 meters, have been on a plant-based diet for 10 years for health reasons. I take supplements and have regular checkups with my doctor to monitor my health. So far, I haven't had any problems with my diet. A week and a half ago, my sister, 32F, asked me if I could do her the favor of taking care of my nephews, 13 meters and 15F, for a week, since she and her husband were going on vacation. Honestly, I was kind of wary to do it, since my sister has a history of being very specific with how other people take care of her children. But I still agreed. She knows about my diet. So I sent her this message: do you want my nephews to eat meat? If so, could you give me the money so I can go buy what I need so I can cook for them? Quote. But I didn't get a reply. So I assumed it was okay if my nephews ate the same way I did. They left them with me. And we had a really good week. In my personal opinion, my nephews ate healthy and got all their nutrients, except for the absence of protein. But the kids had plenty of energy and said they loved my cooking. So I don't think they had a problem with my diet. Edit. I didn't feed them animal protein. But I did include plant, vegetal, protein with every meal: tofu, rice, seeds, beans, etc. My nephews also really enjoyed what I cooked. So there was no objection from their part. I even made plans with my niece to teach her how to cook certain dishes that she really liked. Today, my sister and husband came to pick up my nephews. My sister asked them what they ate, and my niece said that she ate the same as me. My sister was angry with a capital A. She yelled at me that I abused her children, that I have no right to push my lifestyle on them, that she should never have left them with me, etc. When I asked her why she didn't respond to my message asking her if she wanted my nephews to eat meat, she replied that it was my obligation to pay for everything my nephews wanted to eat, and that it was implicit that her family eats meat, so she didn't think it was necessary to reply. In the end, my sister told me that she will never trust me again and she will tell the whole family how untrustworthy I am. Am I really such an awe? How on earth was her reaction anything other than holy shit? My kids ate veggies 7 days in a row. Hallelujah. NTA. So you took your nephews for a week, paid for their food, in general took care of them, and she has the audacity to scream at you cause they didn't have meat for a week? Sister can watch her kids on her vacation next time. Send her a bill for reimbursement for all the food they ate and all the utilities they used. If you had an obligation to pay for everything they wanted to eat, then she has an obligation to pay for her children's care. NTA. NTA. Your sister is absolutely horrible. These are her children. It's her responsibility to make sure all their needs are met. Kids eating vegan food is not abuse. Leaving your children without what you feel they need to survive, by her standards, is. I feel sorry for her children. You did nothing wrong. NTA.lol. Your sister didn't reply because she wanted exactly that. To be able to leave her kids with you. You might have balked had she insisted on the nest-based diet. And to vent later. Does she always like drama? I hope your family has your back. I'm a carnivore myself, but a week of vegetarian food is great. Don't let your sister tell you otherwise. NTA. You asked her and she didn't reply. If she felt that strongly about it, she should have replied. As long as the kids were well fed and not hungry, that's the main thing. She should have offered money to look after her 2 children as a week as a considerable amount of time. If she doesn't like it, she should take her kids with her or not go on vacation. Edit. Added, not to the hungry. NTA. Vegan diets are healthy as long as they are planned appropriately, and I'm guessing based on the fact you've been vegan 10 plus years that you know how to make a healthy meal. I highly doubt you were feeding them anything devoid of protein. All foods contain amino acids, the building blocks of protein. I used to watch my niece during the summer and would feed her vegan since that's how I eat. Mom knew all about it and her child didn't die of protein deficiency. NTA. You even offered to cook meat for them if she'd buy it. She's both stingy and unreasonable. You took care of her kids for free. Fed them for free. They're healthy and happy. She should be happy with that. NTA. In the end, my sister told me that she will never trust me again and she will tell the whole family how untrustworthy I am. So you won't get roped into babysitting anymore? I call that a win. NTA. They're not infants that have intense dietary needs. They are teenagers, and a week of vegetarian food isn't going to hurt them. It doesn't sound like you forced them and they enjoyed your cooking. The last time I commented on a vegan post I swore I'd never stick my nose in vegan business again because of how bad people were jumping down my throat, but I do really think your sister is overreacting here. NTA. It's food. You fed them food. You fed them nice healthy meals. Meals don't have to include meat. Millions of people around the world are vegetarian and vegan. You literally did nothing wrong. Sister needs to chill TF out. You didn't indoctrinate them. You fed kids food, which it sounds like they actually liked. So she needs some serious perspective here if she thinks what you did was wrong, bad. She asked you to do her a favor. The expectations is that when you're staying at someone's house, you eat their food with them. If the kids had any specific needs, she should have said so. But it sounds like they didn't and got along just fine eating what you served them. NTA. So let's get this straight. Your sister asked for a favor which has you looking after her kids whilst they went off on a jolly without them. Yet it's your obligation to pay for them. The fucking nerve of the woman. NTA. The kids enjoyed your food and it was healthy, so what does it matter? Frankly, even if you had let them eat nothing but fries and Oreos all week, as long the kids were happy and full, it wouldn't be an issue. A week of crappy food doesn't hurt anyone. But you didn't just feed them junk. You gave them full meals that they enjoyed. NTA. I didn't know that being an aunt you also had to be a mind reader. You sister is the TA. Be sure that she will call again asking to you to be the babysitter. I suggest that you remind her of this situation. NTA. Wow. Your sister is an awe. If you asked, it clearly wasn't so obvious that they needed to eat meat and only an idiot would think you knew. It's also ridiculous to say it's your obligation to buy them food. As her parent, it's her obligation. You definitely should have said no when she asked. NTA. You didn't force it on her kids. You gave your sister the opportunity to make her wishes known. The kids didn't complain and there is nothing wrong with vegan food. While I am not vegan myself, I have eaten many vegan dishes and they can be surprisingly good. Even to us carnivores. Your sister AITA for not only not responding to a direct question by assuming, but also assuming you'll pay for their food. Jesus Christ. You are so NTA. You did a favor for your sister. She didn't reply to your message. Also, your niece and nephew were very happy with your cooking. So that just goes to show how little your sister cares about her own children's opinions. NTA by a mile. She didn't respond. And if she wanted them to eat meat, then yes, she should have paid for it. You were doing her a favor by watching her kids. They enjoyed the food. They got the nutrition they needed. She sounds like a militant anti-vegan. NTA, I've never understood this vegan phobia some people have. That's an insane reaction. NTA, first of all, your nephews were not harmed by eating vegan for a week. Second, it isn't unreasonable for you to ask for some compensation for taking care of them. It is unreasonable to call what happened abuse. You didn't push your lifestyle on them. You in fact made the offer to serve something different. It is on her that she didn't answer. It is not at all implicit. To put it bluntly, your sister is insane. NTA. Geez Louise, I'm sorry to say, but your sister is a bitch. You tried to communicate with her about your nephew's food wishes and she simply ignored you. Besides that, meat can be expensive, especially if you need to cook 2 more plates a day from the same weekly budget.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.